Hello, everyone. I hope you're all safe and well and that you stay safe and well. So this video is about how we're going to conduct the class now that it's online. And I'll run through a PowerPoint showing you exactly what we're going to do. And I have emailed you plenty of instructions. So I'm going to go over the new class structure. There are a lot of problems because everybody on campus now has to teach their classes online. So eCampus is going to be overloaded. Zoom, of course, will be overloaded not just by people holding classes via Zoom, but because the whole world is kind of using Zoom and things like it instead of meeting face-to-face. So unfortunately, the people that have not yet given their Pechakucha presentations can't do it. I don't trust Zoom to allow us to do it, and you may not have connections that are good enough for it wherever you are. If you're at home, even in the dorms, it may not work. So I've made a later due date for the Pechakuchas, and I'm going to have you turn them in, not via eCampus, because that will, uploading big files will hamper eCampus even more than it already is going to be. So I have set up a Google Drive called Human Thinking and Digital Culture. So if you open a browser and go to your email, your TAMU Gmail account, here's my TAMU Gmail account. This is the right-hand corner of my browser. And if I click on this little thing that looks like a calculator, there's a whole bunch of options that open up, and one is Drive, and select Drive. Then when you get to Drive, you'll be here. So you want to go down, not to My Drive, but to Shared Drives. I have a whole bunch of shared drives, so ignore them because I'm on all kinds of committees. But here is our class, Human Thinking and Digital Culture, and you should see that in your shared drive and email me if you don't. And then in the Human Thinking and Digital Culture drive, you'll see 3 folders, 2 of which are Pechakuchas, Pechakucha Group 2 and Pechakucha Group 3. And I will ask you to upload your PowerPoint and either to record voice into the PowerPoint or to just add a typed document with it. And both of the documents, the text file and the PowerPoint or the Google Slides, they should be named with your last name, no space, and your first name. Another thing that we're going to have trouble with is I had to change the schedule. I have been quarantined because of a cough, self-isolating, although a doctor asked me to do it. And so I'm fine, but I was not able to get into campus to make PDFs of all the readings. So I've reworked the syllabus. One of the readings is the same, but many of them are different, and they're online. So we have a new schedule. And the new readings are up in eCampus. So if you're in eCampus, here's the left navigation area. So right there. So you would go to course materials for the readings. And then there's the readings folder. And then you can see right at the top, week 11, week 12, and week 13. And each one has all the readings in it. Now you'll see also the new schedule. I've emailed it to you, but online it has all the links you need. So use it in eCampus if you can get on. So the schedule is here. You're at the left navigation bar and you select the schedule. It's just where it was before. In fact, all I did was I took down the old schedule and I saved it for you as a PDF in case you wanted to look at it. It's right there. But here's the new schedule. And you can see for this week, it's a very light week. We have 2 videos and a podcast, plus this video that you're watching now, and then a response assignment. And all the links here work, so you can get to the response assignment, to the videos, all through the schedule. Even if the schedule includes actual readings, there will be links to the readings. You can either get them through the schedule or through the readings folder. They go to the same place. So I can't trust eCampus, we've been told, to give you tests or quizzes. So this I'm sure will make you happy. There's no comprehensive final exam. There are no exams at all. You're going to have written weekly response assignments and a written final paper instead. So if you go to assignments on the left navigation bar, you'll see this new folder at the top called Response Assignments and a new folder at the bottom called Final Paper, and the Final Exam folder is gone. Okay, so the links are now there in the schedule for readings, videos, and podcasts, but the links for each week's class lectures and response assignments, I will post them every Sunday by midnight before that week for which they cover. And so you'll have everything on Monday, and you can of course start the readings before that. But you can listen to the lecture either before or after reading. So if you go to the schedule, here again, we are at the schedule. The readings are all there, so you can start right away. Right now I have posted, because it's Sunday, our class video, but that's this video that you're listening to. And I have already posted the response assignment. The response assignment is here, and all you'll do is download the document file, and then in that document, and you can upload it to Google Drive if you need to, and then download it again as a document if you don't have Word on your computer. Download it after you finish it. But you must submit a document here, not a Google Doc, and type actually onto the response assignment. It's not a PDF. Okay, so we can't hold in-class Zoom meetings because we can't trust it. So I'm going to be lecturing via YouTube. Now, the PowerPoints I use, just like this one, will be available in the lecture notes folder, as they always have been. So here's lecture notes, which is in, lecture notes is in course materials. And you'll see here new class instructions for online classes. And I had to upload this PowerPoint to eCampus before I could show that this PowerPoint had been uploaded there. But when you go to the new class instructions, you'll see both a Word document with all the instructions and a PowerPoint. That's under lecture notes, under course materials. So I also can't hold office hours via Zoom. We can FaceTime or Skype or something if you want to actually see and talk to me. And we can try Zoom. It might work. But office hours are the same as they always were, Tuesday and Thursday, 2 to 3:30 p.m. But you can just call me. And I don't know when I'll be in the office. They've closed our building, so just call my cell phone, 513-560-7860. So this set of instructions is in a Word document, a PDF, along with the rest of the instructions I'm about to go over. So each week, basically, by Sunday at midnight, all the materials will be available that you need. And you're going to read, view, or listen to the assigned readings, videos, or podcasts for the week, which are in the course materials folder. You're going to listen to my short lectures, and I'm putting them up on YouTube because, again, we can't trust eCampus with a heavy overload. And there will be a link to it in the schedule. And then by Friday midnight, complete and upload your response assignment. And that's in the assignments, response assignments folder. Also, there may be something else due that week, so do check the schedule. Instructions for turning in assignments. Okay, so I've emailed you the schedule. Let's imagine that you can't get into eCampus. I mean, we should do everything in terms of grades and submitting assignments except Pecha Kucha in eCampus. That will avoid confusion. If eCampus goes down like in a big way, then I will start using the Human Thinking in Digital Culture Google Drive. So do email me if you can't find it or don't have it or can't figure out how to get to it. And I will, if eCampus is down, I'll start putting everything in there. I don't want to do it now because if it's in 2 places, it's going to be a mess. So we'll try to work with eCampus as long as we can. If you can't access either eCampus or the Google Drive, just call me. And you may be calling me at midnight on a Friday when something's due. No judgment will be made. This will not affect your grade. You need to feel free to ask me for help at any time because this is these are dire circumstances. Okay, so as you can see, here's the Google Drive again, and the instructions for accessing it are on slides 3 and 4. But here it is, and there's an eCampus down folder, and that's where I'll put everything if eCampus goes down. Right now it's empty. So for grading, I couldn't let you revise paper 1 after all. I wrote all the comments based on revision and have to redo it. They're almost done because not everybody has their book with them. And I can't let some people revise and some people not be able to. So I'm raising the grades by 5 grade points each. And that would cover what they would have been even if you'd done the best revision. I can't give you quizzes or exams, so it's because it's too unstable. So I can't give you a final exam because not all students have their notes with them and their notebooks. So you're going to write a final paper, and I know you didn't want a paper; you preferred an exam. But it won't be due until midnight of the original date of the final exam. Now, I'm saying that now, but I keep getting new and different messages from the university every day. If they change the dates on which I have to turn in final grades, I will let you know as soon as I know. So because we're just getting to all this, the workload for week 10 for next week, March 23rd to March 27, is really light, as you saw. You're just watching 2 videos and a podcast, and they're short. I think the podcast is the longest, about a half hour. And so it gives you a chance to get used to the new structure and to get used to the new response assignments. Really, the response assignments are, way harder to do than the quizzes were because they're taking the place of class discussion. So instead of meeting for class, you're listening to my lectures, and they won't last the whole class period by any stretch. They'll just be very short. And then you'll be writing a response assignment. And feel free to contact each other to start a discussion thread if you want to discuss some of the questions. You just go to the discussions, click on it, and then click New Thread and start one. So the faculty senate and then the president approved it. They've changed the dates for Q-Drop. It's the last day of the second to last week of classes for Q-Drop, Friday, April 25th. And switching your course to a satisfactory, unsatisfactory grade, you can do that up to the very last day of classes, which is Tuesday, April 28th. Those dates are listed on the schedule that I emailed to you and that's on eCampus. Okay, that's it. And so I want you all to please stay safe and take care, and definitely email me if you have any questions.